Hey YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser. I'm going to do a deck profile here of my Amaterasu deck. I ran at my locals today. Finished second place in Swiss. Lost in the finals. Both losses were very unlucky. My loss in Swiss was in the last round of Swiss in round 5. He damage checked 4 draw triggers, healed 3 times, 2 of them being in the same drive check, and ultimately double crit me for game. So I was most unhappy about that. But it was like whatever. And then in top 8, it went to game 3. We both had 4 cards in deck. I had in my 4-card deck, I had 2 crits, a heal, and a non-trigger. I checked his graveyard or his discard pile and stuff, and I could see that he had 1 heal, 1 draw left in his 4-card deck. So I was like, if I can get him to draw, and then it gets to hit, and then he'll only have 2 cards left. He'll draw for turn. He'll have 1 card left. He won't be able to attack with his Vanguard. So all I'll have to do is block his rear guards and get through it. I attacked. He guarded 2 to pass, and my first check was a crit. Since I had a 2/3 chance, I gave it to the Vanguard. When I didn't get that, I hit the 1/3 non-trigger and lost. Well, he did take damage, but it was the heal, not the draw. So, yeah, it was close, very close. Pretty unlucky though. But yeah, the deck ran pretty well. So, starting Vanguard, Godhawk, using the Tsukiyomi ride chain. There isn't really another starter other than maybe the one that looks at, I think it's Waffle, the one that looks at your top 5 for a grade 3. But I would rather play the Tsukiyomi one to make a stack and make the deck more consistent. I ran 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal. Grade 1s, 4 Tsukiyomi, 4 Gemini, 4 chocolate, 4 of the Battle Maiden, or 2 of her, I mean. And then I ran 1 a Nabba White Rabbit. I didn't play test this deck at all before I took it in the tournament. I built it on the spot and then just played it. Like round 1 was the first time I ever play tested it. Rabbit, I just put him in there for if I ever had to ride Goddess first, and then I could put Amaterasu in there. Rabbit was not great. I would not suggest you play this at all. You should probably play a 3rd one of her, actually. Grade 2s, 4 Tsukiyomi, 4 Susano, and 3 Battle Maidens. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their name, I'm too tired. You notice I didn't run Tom. There were too many, it was a meta call, kind of. There were a lot of cross rides, obviously, since the set's brand new. People wanted to try stuff. So it was kind of a meta call, and yeah, the 12k rear guards worked a lot better. They're more consistent. Tom can be weak. Obviously, he can win games, but he can also lose them from being too weak. Grade 3s, 4 CEO, and there's only 2 here. I actually ran 3. I traded away 1 after the tournament. There's 4 CEOs and 3 goddesses. I didn't want to run 4 because this card is not what a lot of people make it out to be. Often, more times than not, once you get to the chance where you can use her limit break, your opponent's also at limit break like damage, and they don't really want to let her hit because they could get critted anyway. So it's just like even more of a reason not to let her hit. And I can honestly say that there were a lot of times where I had her out, and then I drew her, and I just did not ride her because it was not worth it. The CEO, just looking at the top card and being a 14, was proving to be a lot more helpful. There were actually times where she was already out here, and I rode CEO over top of her because it was a lot more useful. So, the Goddess was very subpar. It was okay, but not amazing. But, yeah. Thank you for watching.